Welcome to Rangers Radio on the Matchday show, the world's one and only unique live phone-in show for Rangers supporters all over the world. Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Hello, good afternoon and welcome. Welcome back to Rangers Radio. St.Mirren 1, Rangers 1, and another disappointing display away at the New Love Street. Join myself, Oxford, back in the show as Albert, leaderless, rudderless, tacticless, if that's a word. Void of ideas, void of movement. We don't run more than other teams. Maybe we did in the last 20 minutes, I don't know. But up to then, clueless, disorganised. Some bad players that have come up for England who think it's easy and undercutting it, mate. I could go on, but I'll let you.
Well, I agree with all that. Can I get away now? Can I get him? It's the same old story, mate. It's the same old story for Clement's time. It's carried on to this season with a new manager, so-called new system, new players, and it's just carried on, mate. We play their game. They've got big, strong players, good in the air, charge about, trial it mad. They ran out of energy, but they trial it mad. And we haven't a clue how to break it down. We can't match it physically. We're technical. Stuff is pretty poor. We're tactical knowns for trying to break that down is non-existent. We've got a centre forward that's not a centre forward. We've got another centre forward that doesn't like to play that type of role that he's wanting to play. You've got wingers we can't get into the game on one-to-ones, and then the right one, if you do get him on a one-to-one, which is very, very rare because it's usually 2 and 3 on him, he's getting nowhere to pass to. The fullback steal his position or his space. The left-hand side, they just get the crap kicked at them. That's what Fox was saying the day before the show. They just, the whole left side, just get the crap kicked at them, you know what I mean? To stop them. The midfield, non-existent, mate. Just non-existent.
Don't carry on the game at the back end of the game. Raskin showed you the flaw that we always know. Raskin's flaw. He ain't good with the passing. Yeah, that's his. He gets there. He hustles. He reads the game well. He runs forward, tries to be positive, and he tried. There was a pass, and I'm not having a go because I like it. You like him. No, I'm not going to say you like him. You think there's something there. I don't think there's in there. When Aaron's tried to pass it across to folks midway through the second half, just before he went off, mate, and he done it with the outside of the boot, mate, and it just went awry, yeah. And that just summed it up. There was other passes in the game, just loose passing, back to the Pilsner game, mate. Guys making loose passes. I think young Cameron done when they put up the part. That summed it up, mate. But we played again without a centre forward. Again, we've got to win. Yeah, we're no away from home in the first leg of European tie when you're trying to keep it tight, mate. We've got to win the game. It's important that we win the game. And we played without a centre forward, the boy Asgard, who, to be fair, wasn't involved much. Yeah, none of the forwards were. No, I know that, mate. I know that. I'm not blaming him. So there's a weird decision when you've got 2 on the bench. If one's wanting to go, well, get rid. If they don't want to play with us, we've seen these movies before over the years with bigger players than Hamza, mate. If they don't want to play, make a deal and move on. But we're working hard to get somebody in who wants to play for us and is willing to put in the effort and the work and not come back for the summer holidays, a stone to 2 stone overweight. Yeah.
Yep.
So, but the manager, mate, is not going to stop. And I know I just don't see this ending well, mate. People have had enough. Yeah. And as I said, mate, that's 9 games. You're a 7th into the season. We're not getting better. We're getting worse. And the young boy Curtis, yeah. What must he be thinking, mate? What's happened here? This boy Moore's come up for loan in Spurs, by the way, who's done nothing for us yet. Nothing. Yeah. Fellas have scored goals, same age, similar, and he gets on the park before him. And one's Marine player and one's no. It just doesn't add up, mate. And you never know what's in the deals when you get people on loan. But Aaron's, and then Rothwell, mate. Rothwell, a professional athlete, mate. A professional athlete. It's embarrassing, mate.
Aye, well, I don't disagree. It's none of them play. I don't think Raskin played well either. I thought he was culpable for. I thought he was culpable for the goal. Well, part of it, I wouldn't say he's totally culpable for the goal, but he's still in dreaming. Still him and Suter still in dreaming. But you can't put in one player, two players, or three. It's just the whole lot of them, mate. The team's crap. It's just got to say it's crap. There isn't any spirit in it. There's no spirit in it.
There was no drive on that team get past marks, mate. Maybe because of the save at the end. Maybe Butland, who done nothing, hadn't a lot today, really. If you're honest, they huffed and puffed and he caught a few balls. They had all the possession, but Butland didn't have a lot of saves to make in the first half. But the amount of shots we have in goal was shocking, mate. The amount of efforts, chances of balls across the ball was shocking. But bring on Diamante, who knew doesn't just look as if he's void of confidence, mate. All of a sudden, he can't kick it. He can't strike it. He can't. It's just unbelievably bad, mate. I don't know what's going on. I just don't think this is what. And you want my honest opinion? They've went in and have come in, and the guy's a decent fella, and he's trying to thing with him, and none of them are interested, mate. They've all switched staff, and even that might be some of the new players. Because remember, you can't blame the old guard because of 8 new players that started today.
I don't look into it, I'll give you that. I just simply, a physical game like that, they're not up for it, mate. They're just not up for it. None of them are up for it. Old guard or new guard. None of them are up for it. But at the end of the day, you've got to sit and look at yourself and say, what's the tactics? Clermont couldn't beat that team. Gerrard, Beale and Van Bronckhorst couldn't beat the team playing like that. But yet we keep signing these players of that similar ilk and try to beat these. You can't, mate. You can't beat them the way we're trying to beat them. You need to match them battling. If you're going to play.
You also know you need to have 2 up front.
It doesn't matter 2 up front, 1 up. However way you do it, mate, it's fine with me. But you've got to have battlers. You've got to have people that can win a battle. How many times have we knocked off the ball game, mate? All over the park, just thrown aside.
From Suter to Cameron, they all get knocked off the ball.
Everybody get knocked off the ball. Curtis, Cameron, Raskin, Suter, even big Fernandez, all get knocked off the ball. Everybody, the wee left back of enough. Can't remember his name again. Anyway, he gets knocked off. Everybody, the whole lot of them. Danilo comes on, he gets knocked off the ball. And then you'll say, oh, but last 10 minutes. The last 10 minutes, we started to sort of look. Tactics are out the window. He's throwing players on the park. Not got a clue what we're doing. Just keep throwing players on the park. Nobody's at a position now. Just go for it. And all of a sudden, we start playing a wee bit better. And you're going, and they're tired. Let's be honest with it. They were tired. That's it, mate. That's for some total. And even then, I don't know if you were sitting there and you're going, let's go 5 minutes. You're going, they could probably score as much as we could score here. Man, it's just mince. I don't know, mate. It's just mince. That's all you can say about it. It's just mince. And I don't know how you sort it.
Well, I think the majority of people, there'll be a clamour. The manager will be the fall guy, but obviously it's sometimes not his fault that players can't pass the ball or they don't go with their runners, yeah? You know, or they're no switched on to danger. And this defending right to the halfway line and gambling like that, one ball beats you, mate. One ball beats you.
It's been proved again. How many times have we get us proved? That high line, I know. I mean, they nearly won at the end with that header. Save the Buckland save.
Aye.
How many times are you going to learn with this stupid defence? It's crazy, mate. We'll just keep going.
Their corners were crap. Their corners were dangerous. Their free kicks, when they got free kicks, are in their set-up, mate. It's just a dink and it's chaos. It's stubborn management, mate. It's no working in this high line. You just play it up and they're running on it and you're running backwards. It's crazy, mate. Crazy. You're making it so hard for the defenders, mate. So hard for them. Right, we better get the phone lines open, mate, yeah?
Go for it.
Let's hear from you.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972? It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, I don't think there was anybody get past marks. You know, I didn't know I don't know where to start with that. You know, in the first half, I thought the left side tried hard and made the only decent chance we had. And maybe the two chances we had came down that side, mate. And young Cameron maybe should have scored, but we were at 6s and 7, mate. And Ant-Man and Aaron's, mate, doesn't look a marriage made in heaven, does it?
No, that's not working. That's definitely not working.
I don't think,
for
I'll be
what?
honest with you, Albert. I do respect your opinion, but I think that boy's got absolutely nothing to offer. Nothing. I don't think he would get in the St.Mirren team.
I don't think
And
many
Declan John.
teams will get a St.Mirren team. And,
No,
and let's get it straight, by the way, they're a bad team. They're no great shakes. That's the St.Mirren team.
No,
But they've
Declan
just they'll
John's
get playing
in
an
the team.
effective. They're playing effective football to
They're playing
the calibre of
to
player
their
they've
strengths.
got. To
Playing
their
to their
strengths,
strengths.
exactly, mate. That's what
Yes.
they're doing, mate. There's nothing more than that. They're not a good football team. But we are not a good football team either. We're just weak. I'm sick of looking at wee scrawny players in our team. It's been happening for years now, mate. We scrawny players, you're getting it. There's nothing about the Rangers teams now. There's nothing about them at all. They don't impose themselves in games. They don't look intimidating. In fact, the only time we started to look into it was the last 10 minutes. We seen Suter getting angry at a corner. We get a corner and he's trying to escape for the way. He starts wrestling and throwing the boy away. Oh, at last, a bit of emotion, a bit of aggression here. Oh, at last. And for that, we actually scored. And you're saying, there you go. That's what it takes. Just match them. That boy Phillips went off. I mean, that's a dirty throwing. So throws himself about. Black arts specialist, throws himself about. Aggressive. Every time we play them with him in the team, we run away from him. Oh no, he's too aggressive. We don't want to take him on. Instead of going and smashing him, mate. No, run the opposite direction. But there you go. That's just Rangers now, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. We thought we brought in somebody as an experienced pro. We've watched him over 9 games. Joe Rothwell's not improving our football team, mate, is he?
Oh, you're talking. I heard people talking about, we need to bring more experience in.
I agree with it.
But wait a minute, how much experience do you need? You've got Butland at 30, you've got Tavernier at 32, you've got Suter at 29, you've got Rothwell at 30, you've got Dessers at 28, 29. I mean, you've got Dowell at 26, 27. You've got Daniel. What age is Daniel? 23, 24. All right, a wee bit. You've got plenty of experience in there.
I'll cut it closer. We've been joined by Cal. Afternoon, Cal.
Aye, don't cut me off, because your phone's terrible on me.
It's no us, it's your phone.
It's not my phone. I've got through to the other ones on it. It's your phone, Docs. My God, what a disaster. I don't see any way that there's no form, no nothing in this team. We've got a centre midfield that's a downgraded Nicky Law, and I'm frightened to say that. I mean, Nicky Law was tidy, Rothwell doesn't look tidy.
Albert?
I don't disagree. He's not playing well, that's for sure. But nobody's playing well. I don't think Raskin's playing well either, so I can't say. Yeah.
Oh, isn't he, mate? He's getting the ball and he's hanging on to it too long and he's passing.
Yep.
Gone awry, mate, yeah.
He's trying to be a general and he's not a general. You're saying all your job is today is to win the ball and pass the ball as quickly as possible to either another midfielder or preferably a forward. He doesn't do that, mate. He hods it. And then Rothwell, he's not involved in the game enough. I don't think Rothwell actually knows what he's to do now. He knows what he was brought up to do, but he's not getting allowed to do it now. So he's out of position.
Over 12 minutes before Rothwell touched the ball, mate, in midfield.
I've seen it, mate. But there isn't a midfield, let's be honest. We haven't got a midfield. We always said we're buying players and we don't need sort of midfield. We've got a decent enough midfield. And you think about it, no. In fact, every department is no finished yet. We got a lot of players, mate. There's nothing away from them. They're just, apart from no playing well, they're weak.
Cal, we don't disagree with you, mate.
The other thing is, everybody hates Dessers, but at least everybody knows where Desser's going to be when the ball comes in.
Dessers is the biggest enigma, but at least he's
always in the same place.
He's in that position, mate. I mean, they tried an experiment with Asgard the day, and it didn't work, mate.
That's called weird science.
You know, and obviously Dessers isn't even in the squad today because a self-inflicted injury, mate. But wait and see what
I don't know if it was self-inflicted. He hurt his ankle. Come on, give the guy a break for something. I mean, he goes down. How many forwards go down when they just get touched? Come on, let's be realistic about it. The same with this. He should have finished the game. I watched Man City yesterday, and the boys through 1-1 with the keeper. The keeper saves it. If that's Dessers, they should have scored. You know, you can't go that way. You can't think everybody's better than Dessers.
Let's be realistic about it, Cal. It was self-inflicted because he tried to dive and he done his ankle or his ligament.
Maybe, but at the same time, every forward does it. And there wouldn't be a penalty if people didn't dive.
Mm-hmm. Aye, well, we can't blame Dessers for the day, mate.
That's right. Thank God for that. I mean, who can you blame? I blame the manager because there's no fight in that team. I don't care what he says before a game, Ox. Or as we're looking for, we're going to go forward, we're going to do this. We're doing absolutely hee-haw. And that's a hard word for me to say. Because I'm a bit of a donkey, you know.
We're getting worse. Are
we better than last season? Are we better than the season before? No. No. We got rid of a lot of players that they weren't good enough. My God, we've got in Dross. I mean, I remember I used to buy a bag of anthracite coal and a bag of Dross for my coal fire, you know. We've only bought Dross and the anthracite. Nothing there.
Coal fire?
I used to have one up when I stayed in Blackburn, Scotland, mining village, you know, Hawks, mining village.
Albert, I can't argue with what Carl said.
I'd rather talk about coal fire, to be honest with you, because I like coal fire. I know. Nothing that anybody says can you disagree with because it's in front of your eyes and there is no defence. So I'm not even going to try and defend the undefensible because it's or the indefensible. It's ridiculous, mate. It's that you're looking here and we're trying to defend bad players and saying to yourself, "Oh, pick a man in the match," or something good that happened in the match. The only thing that happened as good as Curtis took a shot, and that was basically it in the whole match for Rangers.
Excuse me. Can you tell me, did Suter win the toss-up because I missed the start of the game?
I don't know, mate. I really don't know.
You know what I mean? That's about, for Suter, that's about it. If he can win the toss-up, he's man of the match.
Aye, true. You got it right. Aye, well done.
He
I'll get him now.
He didn't
right. I'm going to go because I've got dinner to make. And then I'm going to greet for half an hour because I've lost 20 quid on a Rangers win, you know. Oh, other thing, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
How did Super 6 go?
Close but no cigar, mate, yeah.
Has he got to each way?
No, he's I mean some of his picking, I think that's 1 in 4 years, I think, or 1 in 3 years, I'm not sure.
That's no bad going actually for a Super 6, you know. Nobody will get it, you know, it is one of the things. But good luck to the guy. I try listening to you and try taking you opposite teams. I still get beat you. Right, okay. I'll talk to you maybe during the week. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Cheers, mate. I mean, the young boy done okay. He done okay, but a couple of times he get caught in possession. And the problem you've got is, mate, they always think they're going to have a lot of time on the ball. Yeah, but they don't realise that every game, particularly away from home, is like an English FA Cup third round tie traditionally, where the other teams will just do everything they've got and give everything they've got. We put up with that all the time, mate, and that's what they don't seem to be learning. And the manager's no learning. I think he's turned out to be a worse manager so far for us than he was a centre-half, mate. And when he starts talking about psychology and all that, the fans are just going to go, no. When he starts talking about where he was a shot. I know. Listen, mate, you could be standing there with nothing on if your team are winning 2-0 every week. They'd be batting an eyelid, mate. All these things come out when you're not getting results, and people are bound off it because they don't see what's achieving. Well, we can play well in games, and the other team break away and score. You know, the goalies make the save. You've hit the woodwork, maybe missed chances, but that's not what's happening. That's not what's happening. The opposition, who were poor, are still getting or looking more likely to score than we are, Albert.
No, that's true. It's true, mate. I mean, again, we were on the attack when that goal was scored. You know what I mean? So that shows you how weak his philosophy is. But we're dominating the ball. We've got more possession. If somebody got it right in one of their podcasts, we don't dominate the ball. We just retain it. We're not doing anything particularly interesting. It's just keep the ball. Okay. But at the end of the day, I mean, he's not the only one to struggle with this. Clement has struggled with this. Bale and Gio, as I said at the beginning of the show, that system's there, and nobody seems to understand how to break it, or to come up with an idea how to break it down. And what do you call him? The Robinson, the manager, so he's getting all the plaudits. That was wonderful, well organised, well. And you get that idiot Deutsch at the back throwing himself about like a wee daft schoolboy, heading ball, flying about, heading a ball. You're going on that. Oh, that's just trying to rub salt into it now. They're still 1-0 up at the time. You're saying, what are you doing? You could just stop. You could head the ball or just control it with your foot. But he's being all dramatic and all that. You're saying, yeah, get it with yourselves, man. This is ridiculous. But this is it. Until we find somebody or better players or physical players or whatever it takes to beat that system, we're going to keep just struggling with it. Because that system's the exact same system they played against us at Ibrox and there last year, and we struggled. Look what happened last year. And it's going to continue to happen till we come up with a solution for it. Because at the end of the day, they're not going to stop playing that system. They're just going to carry on. Motherwell's trying a different system, but they'll rue that. They'll rue the day. They'll find out what it is to try something in Scotland when everybody wants to play this low block. They'll find out how difficult it can really be.
All right,
so
we'll join with Dominic. Afternoon, Dominic.
Hey, lad. He needs to go, doesn't he? He needs to go. The football's awful. St.Mirren were 3, 4, 5 up. That first 60 minutes, we couldn't have complained, could we have?
I don't think they deserve to win. To be honest with you, I don't think they done that much. It's just that we were that bad.
They were all errors. They were getting chance after chance after chance. The manager's an idiot. The 49ers don't know why they picked him. You know what I mean? I don't know, and I hope they've got enough business acumen about them to turn and go, we've made a massive mistake. The very first mistake, and it's massive. You know what I mean? The manager's key person at the club, and they've messed that appointment up big time. Tell him I'm wrong. You know what I mean? MD's backing him. Phone in and tell him I'm wrong, that he's a wrong appointment. And you know what? And you keep seeing it online about toxic support this, toxic support that. Board after board have failed us. We bringing these poor managers in. They wonder the board's toxic. We've stuck by the club since we put down the leagues for years, over a decade. Yet these idiots in the boardroom still can't get a manager in. It's not right.
Maybe the problem is, maybe they're looking too far afield, mate. You know, maybe they're trying to do something that somebody who doesn't understand. Maybe we do want somebody who understands the club and was brought up and knows the club. I don't know. You know, maybe that's the way to go. But
no, for me,
I didn't think Ferguson was the choice, but somebody, I don't know, somebody with experience. If Fergie would have earned his stripes, he might have been the choice. But again, we've been doing the inexperienced route, you know, at a certain level.
Oh, but wait a minute. If you're looking at calling the managers, I mean, it's 10 managers we've had in 9 years. I mean, it's ridiculous to keep saying it's managers. It's nothing to do with managers at all. Nothing to do with the managers and everything to do with the quality of player we can afford. We're not bringing in the right quality of player. That's your bottom line, mate. And we continue to do it because we've not got enough money to buy the right type of players, the good players, real good players that take us up the 1, 2, 3, and 4 levels. We need to go up. We keep bringing in projects and we keep bringing in players that might have done it in the past, and he's no bad player, and that kind of nonsense. It's never going to cut it at Rangers. You need to blow everybody out the water with the transfers, mate. That's what you need to do, and that's the only thing we can do. So we're going to carry on with that, and we're going to carry on sacking managers, and we're going to carry on getting mediocre players, and we're going to carry on sacking managers. It's never going to end like this, mate. We're just hoping we strike the right balance one time. And it's whereas down in England, they scatter going transfers, they buy hundreds and hundreds of players over a short period of time with hundreds of millions of pounds. We're on the other hand, we don't. We're trying to do this with practically nothing. And then the first thing we do, manager, let's get rid of him. It's the only thing we can do. We can't get rid of the players, so we get rid of the manager. I'll tell you one thing, and here I'll live and die on this one. Martin should not go before Butland, Tavernier, Suter, Raskins, Diomande, Dessers, Danal, and Danilo. He and that other one, what you call him, Barjami.
That's absolute madness.
They all
That's
need to go
absolute
first,
madness.
mate.
No chance. Aye. I know I argue with you online, know what I mean? Because Russell Martin
did last year?
Russell Martin.
What did they players do last year, Bill Marmot? Just sit up, think of that, mate. What did they do last year? And they're going to do it this year again. Right? Now he's put on a brand new team today, right? And still don't get anywhere. It's because they're no physical enough for the St. Mirren and any other physical team we play. It's we boys playing men. So we need to start doing something different, and we need money to do it.
Martin's close to dressing room. I'm telling you that right now. He's close to that dressing room.
It looks that way to me, though, man. If I'm honest, mate. New and old, yeah. We're just trying to get the manager to here. There's a big story, Bretton. Please don't mention it if you're coming on. We want to play the interview. Right. But that's a tip for you, Smurf, if you're coming on. Yeah?
I'm coming on, but I've not seen any interviews.
Right, okay. You'll hear it in a minute, hopefully, yeah?
Okay.
How are you doing, mate? Floor's yours?
Not bad. Are we waiting for you going to play the interview? Shall I go on mute?
We're waiting on you, mate. We're waiting.
Sorry. Sorry, I didn't. I thought you were going to an interview.
Get it in a second.
What I was going to say to you is...
deleted. The interview's been deleted, apparently.
Just wait. Don't man up, yeah.
It's been deleted, apparently, I'm just saying.
All right, just wait.
So what I was going to say is, look, we say we kind of keep sacking managers, and I totally get the premise of that, right? We've got to stick with something, but is the answer to no sacking managers keeping this one? Is it really? I mean, it's a genuine question. I'm asking yourselves and Alberto Marnock. Should we keep this guy?
Well, I would imagine if we get in, there's 4 days on here with Mes joining us. There'll be. I'm way all better for most of the no sacking managers, but I just don't think this is going to end, Bill. So I think you're better doing it sooner rather than later. You're better doing it now than November. You know.
Aye, better doing it early.
Aye, it's just not going to end, Bill. You can see that. I'd sympathise with all players' point of view about, we need to get more players into the club, but we also need to get better players in, because what we're seeing so far, Rothwell, Aarons, who have played the most of the game, don't want to judge. Even Ant-Man's no really set the hair on fire. The gas man's done okay, and the young left back, give him a pass at the moment, 1.5 no bad games, You know, but they're the ones that's played consistently. Azagard's not played consistently. Fernandez hasn't played consistently. So you can't judge them. But the ones that are there this now don't look as if they're quick enough, physically enough, or good enough. So there's the recruitment. And then, if you do get rid of him, if he's not doing the recruiting, the same guy's doing the recruiting, well, you might as well keep the manager because you've got that problem, Albert. I don't know, mate. We've got so many problems and so many issues to address, and then we've broke.
That's a great point, Ox.
We broke people.
That's a great point.
Who know football. Obviously, they've been at Everton, done this, done that. But we all know what we needed, and we can't be kidded, and we've not got it. Albert, and then the Barnett.
I agree with that. We're not getting the quality of player we need. And it's not just one level, it's 2 and 3 levels up with a quality of player. And we can't afford it, mate. It's as simple as that. I don't think there's any team in Scotland can afford it, to be honest with you. But that's what we need. Whether we can afford it or no, that is what we need. And if we can't do it, you're going to get more of the same. So changing the manager's not going to make any difference. No, same when they sacked Clement, you're not moved an inch forward then. When they brought Ferguson, did he move an inch then? We brought him in, we're not moving an inch then. In fact, we're actually regressing with him because of his style of play. But it's madness, mate. Where are we going with this? We get rid of him. What happens? The next one comes in and he follows the exact same pattern as Ferguson followed Clement and Clement followed, Beale. And you sit and say, do we just keep going? Do we sack him in 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, a year, 10 months to the next manager, and then try the next one and the next one? It's going to go on forever until we actually find out how are we going to do this. We need more strategy and more finance. We need money to come into the club, big money to come into the club to bring us onto a level that's decent, because we're nowhere near it, mate. Nowhere near it. And the managers, it makes no difference to the manager. If you don't give him better tools to play the game, he's not going to. No team. I mean, look, that's St. Mirren team. That's a bang average team, mate. Nothing special
Play
with
their
that
strengths,
team whatsoever.
Play
Play
their
their strength, mate. I know that's exactly what they do, but they're bang average, mate. You should be able to beat them, but we don't. We never even looked like beating them. To be honest with you.
Hardly had a shot at goal against them. Anyway,
And against Dundee was the same. Motherwell was the same.
I'll go to Kilmarnock then. We've been joined by Billy. Kilmarnock.
I was on that Royal Blue website a few weeks ago, and
No, you. It's not you not being on a blue website. Carry on.
and they punked my post. You know what I mean? Because I was slotting the 49ers for not putting their money in the horns in their pocket, sitting in their hands. You know what I mean? And a lot of people liked my comment, but the admins pulled it. You know what I mean? And a lot of people were slagging me, going, "Oh, they have spent money." I'm like, "Where?" You know what I mean? They dangled that carrot at £20 million. Then all the happy clappers all came on. Oh, that was for infrastructure as well. No, you don't dangle a £20 million price tag in front of the fans carrot and turn around and say that's half of that's for infrastructure. You put that in front of the fans to say that's what we're spending on the players. And we've bought for the lower leagues. We've got loans. Moore, potential. No, I mean, boy's just turned 18. Looked a lost boy. I thought Ant-Man played all right. Asegard didn't look too good. You know what I mean? That was an experiment that's failed. Fernandez, he was in transfer market at 350 grand selling him the week before we bought him, and apparently we paid 3 million for him. Aaron's just poor. A poor player, thankfully on loan. But just even a pass at Tav is twice the player Aaron's is.
I don't disagree with you, mate. Just saying.
Yeah, so it's, as I said, the manager needs to go. And the 49ers, they need to put their hands up and say they made a mistake, bring them in. And we do need better players, but these players should still be good enough to beat Dundee, Motherwell and St. Mirren.
The fixtures have been kind to us, mate. The fixtures have been kind to us.
Aye.
But anyway, we'll be.
That's true, by the way. Can I answer? That's true, by the way. You're right there, Damana. I don't disagree with anything you said there, mate. But they're beating us, and we should be able to beat them. But they're beating us with physicality. Just physicality, mate. That's all it was a day on display with that St. Mirren team. Physicality. And if we keep bringing players in, they can't match their physical. And you can't wait till some of these players grow up. So some of these players will take 5 and 6 years to grow up. You're saying to yourself, this is no right. You've got to get the right players. And I'm not saying go out and buy big hammer throwers. I'm not saying that. But we need to buy high caliber players to make a difference. To make a difference. And then you say to yourself, why do I want to spend hundreds of millions on players to win the Scottish League? It's ridiculous because there's no money in the Scottish League, so it doesn't make good sense. It's all about Europe, and you've no got the finance and never will have the finance to compete in Europe at a higher level. I'm talking about to win the thing, for example. No chance, mate. So you're in a catch-22. You're sitting going, well, what would they? What is it we actually want? Well, we just want to win the Scottish League. Okay, how do you win the Scottish League? Well, you just need to get physical.
Cheers, Albert. Cheers, Albert. We've been joined by Billy. Afternoon, Billy.
Afternoon, troops. Afternoon. I'm going to. Well, it's not like me to keep it short and sweet, but I'll try and cover it the best I can.
I've got my work
Um,
on Tuesday, Billy, by the way.
I know, mate, and I'm shooting across shortly, so be as quick as I can, buddy. Listen, I'm going to cut the players some slack here, right? This is on the manager here, right? This is on the manager. We can dress it up any way you like. It's on him. We've seen one half of improvement in 11 games of football, right? The players don't know what to do, in my opinion, right? We're static, we're rigid, we've no movement up top. You know, we're knocking the ball about the back. There's nothing to hit on up front, obviously. There's nothing to hit in the midfield. This manager, right, is overcomplicating a system that we all grew up playing at school in a 4-3-3. That's what he's doing. He's overcomplicating a system that works perfectly well. That's what the manager's doing. If you watch him on the touchline, he's looking at an iPad or whatever, and he's this, he's that, and he's the next thing. That's what's going on here, right? And I heard Allbear saying about sacking managers, right? We can't keep sacking managers, right? But what I will say is, you're maybe right there, buddy, but we can't keep going on like this. We can't keep staggering out of one minefield to another, buddy.
What's the answer then, Billy? What's the
Well,
answer?
listen, we need to get somebody in place that knows the Scottish game and knows a system that works. This guy has brought a system to Scotland into your football club that has never been tried or tested before in Scotland. It was the same with the 4-2-3-1 under 4 different Rangers managers that all failed. He's overcomplicating the football match. That's what he's doing. And is what his downfall has got to be.
Playing devil's advocate,
we can't.
Billy.
Well, see, just to finish, mate. Just to finish, right? I can't mind the exact stats, right? But I seen them before he came on board. The manager came on board, right? And he's win per draw per ratio for losing games with Southampton, etc. It was shocking. Now, these stats will be out there somewhere, right? But he was drawing more games of football with that same formation than he was winning. Yet, what do? We bring a manager that draws more games of football than he does wins to our club. So, therefore, you've got to say to yourself, well, who is hiring and firing these guys? Because if the managers are constantly failing, right, and it looks like this one is a bit iffy, right? Who's hiring these guys? Because if they're hiring guys, if you're sitting interviewing a guy for a job, for a car salesman or a joiner or whatever occupation it is, if you hire the wrong guy for that position, right, you're accountable for that position. The boy not doing his job right. So it's the same in football. Whoever hire these managers is not doing their job right. Because if they were doing their job right, we wouldn't be going through managers like a hot knife through butter. And that's what we're doing. And that's how the fans are unhappy. And that's how we're all going tonto. And that's the reason everybody's all falling out with one another, etc. Because we're not pulling together here, right?
Billy boy. All right, Billy boy.
You know, I'm sick of Ox. I'm sick of dressing this up, mate.
You're not the only one. I'll just give you his managerial stats. Played 261, won 102, drawn 64, lost 95. Goals for 381, goals against 372.
What was that? Go and give us a goal ratio again.
Goals for 381.
Yeah.
Goals against 372.
Right, there you go then. And was that with Southampton?
That's with everybody. That's his total managerial career.
Right. That's with, including the Rangers.
Including us, yes.
Right. Let's take the Rangers out of his stats. What silverware has he got for his stats?
Promotion with Southampton, mate.
Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
So that's all right. That covers for what that just basically says that's all right then, because he got promotion with Southampton. That makes him a good manager. What happened when he went to the English Premiership? All right, he's coming up against other classes of managers, better players, etc. We don't understand that and we get that.
Their
But
stats were pretty bad, mate.
I'm not buying that, mate. I'm not buying it, Ox. Sorry, I'm not buying it, buddy. I'm not buying it, mate.
But you know,
I'm not buying what he's trying to impose at Rangers.
All right, okay, I don't think you're alone with that. Billy, Albert.
Oh, I agree with Sammy. Aye, definitely. I'm not buying it either. It's no good to watch. And I don't even think when he's playing it well, it's good enough to win a league. Any league, let alone up here, but any league. It's the style of play that he's saying stats show you. He's 381 goals, 370 goals against. It's madness, mate. It's just total madness. They stats alone tells you you're not going to win leagues with these stats. No chance. It's a solid defence you win leagues with, and he's not even interested in defending per se. And I'm saying, well, okay. As I said,
if you don't mind, get yourself a mute. We'll go to the manager, yeah?
To throw on Egerman at one point when you needed to go.
Hamza told me he was injured. So we had a bid this week for Hamza. We rejected it. All was fine. Trained fine yesterday, warmed up fine. I turned around to him at 60 minutes because I wanted 2 strikers on the pitch, why Gas and Danny ended up there, and Hamza told me he's injured.
So he's on the bench and he's now effectively refusing to play. Would that be fair?
Well, I don't know. I have to trust him, but we'll see.
How do you deal with a situation like that, especially when you're 1-0 down and you need a goal?
So the issue is that the transfer window is still open. There are a lot of people one eye out the door and one in, and we need people to be all in all the time at this football club. We really need that. So at the minute there's still too many people uncertain or still trying to think maybe there's something there for me. So the window needs to shut quickly. In-house we need to make sure that we have people who really want to be here. So the people that come in and the people that stay that really, really want to be here. So we'll see. I'm calm about it. Kevin and Patrick are aware of it, and we'll see where it goes.
Would that be looking at it from the outside in that he's not got a future now if he's not wanting to help the team when they really need it?
I can't. It's 15, 20 minutes after the game, so I don't know where it goes. Like I said, we'll have to wait and see.
I appreciate that. Is it fair to say that is an area you're looking to strengthen and something could be imminent?
I think there's a few areas we're looking to strengthen. I don't think anything's imminent, being really honest. We've spoken to a few people. I know it's a boring answer, but it's me being honest with you. I don't know what the Hamza situation will be after today. I don't know what the Cyril situation is. Cyril's working hard to get back fit, so there's a difference there. But also, Cyril was really aware that the clubs that want him and how he sees it all. But Cyril's been really honest about all of that, so we'll wait and see. But yeah, of course, if them 2 guys leave the building or they don't, it's probably an area we need some help in. But I thought Danny was great when he came off the bench today.
Because it is another draw, how do you try and deal with any pressure or focus that goes on you because of the start to the league season?
From who?
From the outside, from maybe supporters?
In the same way I have done for the last 6 years as a coach and a manager. The same way I did as 15 years as a player. The people's opinion I have to really, really worry about right now is the players, the staff, the owners, and the people above me on the senior leadership team, and I feel nothing but support from them. The players are really trying. We have to help them more and more to convince them that actually these are the right things all the time. When we do the right thing, always, it will look very different. At the minute, it's a bit sometimes. Sometimes it's the right thing, and especially when we have a setback, is we can waver too much on the decisions that we make. So yeah, just keep convincing the players, and I feel really supported. And at some point, all the supporters want is the team to win, and we will, and then I'm sure the things will change.
Just one thing about that. If you thought Danilo had a good game when he came on, I really do worry. I don't know who wants to come. Kilmarnock. He's done very little, yeah.
Aye. You knew Danilo wasn't going to get anything amongst the big defenders. But Martin's finished. He's just through Egerman. Egerman done the right thing. You know what I mean?
Don't know, mate. Because obviously, it doesn't matter if that was Martin or anybody. He's trying to get his move, isn't he? Yeah. And he's obviously spat the dummy out if he never got it. But I don't know if Martin should have done what he done. Yeah.
You know what? If he could beat the next two games or the game on the 31st, Ibrox has got to be empty September, and they need to pull the trigger on him. How much of this lands in Thelwell? You know what I mean?
Tommy,
I don't know.
Tommy, if he's the man supplying the players and he thinks they're suitable for Scottish football, mate, Tommy,
Yep.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
as I say,
Albert.
it's not good.
Well, he's got to say Daniel had a decent game. He's not going to throw him under the bus. The boy actually gets fit, gets stripped and goes on and tries and plays for him. No, I mean, so he's not going to throw him under the bus. But if Igaman's done what he said he's done, that's the end of him. That's ching cheerio, innit? You can't have players doing that. It's ridiculous, mate. At the end of the day, he's paid to play football. He's wanting to put him on. He doesn't want to be putting you in for the last 5 minutes or starting you. You've got to go in and try. You've got to go in and play for the jersey, play for the support. To sit and say I'm not playing, and I don't know. He's saying it's true, so you can't call the man a liar if he's saying it. But no, he's out in the open.
He's picked his words wisely because he's sort of saying he's
No,
nowhere.
it's out in the open. I think what he's trying to show you that there's a lot of things happening in the background that we're all not aware of as well. Is going, okay, you're all shouting and bawling about the team's not playing well. Do they want to play well? And if they don't want to play well and they don't want to play for the manager, you're trying to say get rid of the manager all the time. It's not a manager. Ferguson said it as well. There's things happening behind the scenes that the supporters don't know. You know what I'm saying? So he had the same problem. Him, McCann, Dodds.
Smurf. That's called Billy Boy.
Cheers, Ox. I'm just going to leave you with this, mate, with that one, right? Because I need to go, unfortunately. That statement with the manager there, that sums it up for me. That sums it up for me. He has threw Eagleman under the bus there. That's what he's done. If he's got any professional morals at all, he shouldn't be fueling the fire or stoking the fire and saying things like that publicly for the press to get over it like a rash. He should be keeping that in-house as a professional. That's what he's done there. And that says it all. Back to exactly what I said earlier on in the show, he's overcomplicating things. He's clutching at straws now, guys. Big time. Sorry, but that statement there, gentlemen, is a final. That statement there is a straw that broke the camel's back for me. Anyway, lads, I'll need to go. All the best. Oh, Bear, I love you to bits. I love your passion, Ox. All the troops in the background. But listen, we're all frustrated, but I'll tell you one thing. No surrender. All the best, lads. Cheers.
Cheers. Either that. I get Billy's point of view, but either that, he's been brilliant, mate, because the papers are all going to be about that story, Albert, and no the story.
I will. Deflect on it. Deflect. But I mean, Billy's saying that it's unprofessional with the manager, it's unprofessional with the player. I mean, he's trying to tell you something. I'm not saying keep him, right. I don't think for a minute I'm trying to jump on his case and say keep him. All I'm saying is you can't keep sacking managers and blaming managers for this, because it's happening on the part all the time. With all different managers, some of the same players, even new players coming. It's happening again. So there's going to be something more than just managers, mate.
Anyway, I think Smurf's back with his last word for yourself, Smurf, before we go.
No, thanks for having me on, and we'll see where it takes us. Take care. Bye-bye.
It's going to be an interesting week. Damarnock, last word, mate.
I agree with Billy. He shouldn't have mentioned him not getting on. Should have been kept in house. And again, he threw him under the bus. He threw all the original players under the bus after the first couple of games. Doesn't seem to throw any new boys under the bus. So
you're throwing him under the bus, mate.
So he's a sham. He's a mad monk. Get him back to the temple. Get him out of our
club. Last word for the one and only Albert.
What is it? I'd like to say this was enjoyable watching that game, but it wasn't. It's the same old garbage. But anyway, who knows what's going to happen? And we'll back on to Tuesday night and see what happens on Tuesday night.
Is it Tuesday?
A lot more questions than answers. No much answer today.
I think, mate, can we salute young Finlay Curtis, mate? One of our own.
Yeah.
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 He seems to have a bad habit of scoring goals, but it doesn't get you in the team. I don't understand all better.
Aye, it's well, it's to say, don't knock it. He's doing all right. He's coming on and scoring goals. He's getting a wee bit of experience. He's maturing along the way without actually getting thrown in. Who would Andy be playing the team to know anyway? Be honest with you, mate. Would you want him to play in that team? Because he'll just have a bad game and everybody will jump on him and all.
So you don't want to do the
bench.
show. You don't want to do the show Tuesday, yeah?
No.
I'll put you down for
No.
Wednesday, all right? Because the game's Wednesday, all right? Okay. Listen, mate, we're all frustrated, angry, disillusioned, but it's going to be it's a big week, and I don't know, but the back pages are going to be filled with that story. Listen, thanks to Smurf, Billy, Cal, who joined us, and other people were waiting in the wings. Quick show after the match. Thanks to Albert for doing the show, and particular shout out to Fox and all Schoolboy. Rangers Radio will be back between 8 and 10, talking about all things Rangers tomorrow night, and I'm sure it'll be interesting. Thanks for listening. Take it away, Old Schoolboy.